All right, here we go. Welcome back, everyone. Got a big one planned for everybody tonight. The Masters of Sanctuary podcast. Big one planned for. We'll be releasing tonight. Pretty excited about it. I have no idea how the launch is supposed to go. So we're gonna all learn together, but I'm gonna get it all set up and we're gonna watch first episode live on stream. Hey. So I am both nervous and excited. We also got some big news out of Diablo today. The Campfire chat is going to be released. The Campfire chat is going to be happening on what month are we in? April? April 24th. I don't know if it's going to be huge, but I'm pretty excited for it. For 424, and I will be at work. Okay. Let me get this set up. I'm actually uploading a video. Hey. Hey, is it Bilal? Hey, Star. How's it going? Going good? I'm uploading a video right now about the Campfire chat. A couple of fun little things that you guys can learn. So I'm going to have that posted in just a second to YouTube. Hey, Edgar. Just getting it all set up. It's uploading right now. We're just editing. How was everybody's day? What everybody get up to today? Anything fun? Exciting? Dangerous? Anxious dog or human? Check out our sponsor. Here for amazing options to help you relieve that anxiety. Click the link. I'm working on my commercial voice. Violent, I owe you some points for being first. I gotta get you those points. Almost started Evade Spiritborn. Why? Why? You still got 2 weeks? Give you something to put together? Okay, so that is uploading now. Okay. What I think what I'm most nervous about is not even just the podcast, but I have no idea how the launching all of it is going to go. Have them on ready to go in a draft, but when I hit published, what happens? You almost died today. Ow. Don't do that. Went straight back to Cataclysm Druid and Bloodwave Necro. Ah, those are not going to be there next season, so you might as well get used to it. Might as well get used to it. Alright, so we're gonna smack my shin right into my coffee table. Oh, yeah, that's pretty close to dying. Yep. I get that. Yeah. Yep. Wow. Super lucky. I mean, super lucky that you're alive and you're here with us today. Tonight. A little worried about you. So we gotta do Macro Bio Boy. Macro Bio Boy. Twitch TV /. Doing a little bit of editing here. Man, this is gonna be fun and exciting and scary all at the same time. Why is that not a link working? Oh, here we go. That's what it is. Okay. That's why it's not working. Figured it out. All right. Did anybody get to try out The Last Epoch? I'm assuming that's probably where everybody is right now, watching that. Hopefully we'll get some stragglers running in here tonight. One more link and then we'll go into the game and we'll go live. Go see how it's going. Oh boy. Uh-oh. That's not good. Not good. Okay, so that should be good. Save that as a draft. There's a lot of stuff that goes into getting all of this done. A lot of work. Oh. Can't stop yawning. Oh my god. Oh, I guess let's go run something. I think I'm at a good spot. Good video. Okay. Next here. Hey, Tratch. April 29th. DJ, how's it going? Wait, what is this? Oops. Almost selected the wrong thumbnail. Oh, I didn't even do a thumbnail for this, did I? Oh my gosh. All right, so in 40 minutes, we're gonna do the count. Well, we're gonna do the live reveal of the first episode of Masters of Sanctuary. I need to find myself a new timer. This timer that I have to, like, if I want to do 40 seconds, I have to click 40 times. If I want to do 40 minutes, I have to click 40 times. Gotta find myself a new timer. Okay. Move that a little bit and make that a little bit smaller. Okay. You know what would probably help if I turn my camera on? Yeah, April 29th is the start of the new season. Yeah. When one ends, the next begins. A wild clip just has appeared. uh, they have not. Well, I mean, they had everything from the PTR, but they haven't given us anything after the PTR testing. We still don't know what the reliquary system is. We know what the season theme is going to be. We know um, a little bit about the end game, but that's about all right now. We'll find that out pretty soon. Yes, it is. Yep, next week is a live stream. I'm just posting a video about it right now, actually. Um, yeah. Well, season 8 live stream has already been done. This is the PTR live stream. So it's right here. This is it right here. This is what's happening. Kind of curious to see what ends up happening with Nyrel. 2026 is a long way away. Very long way away. Where are we going now? Okay. Oh, sorry. I'm not even in game right now. I got a lot of work to do. A lot of work. Where? Hey, Dap, how's it going? Hey, YouTube, how's it going? I actually was on PoE. I have put out a couple build guides for the Huntress. Is anybody on YouTube able to translate that? We do have a date. It's here. I know you'll probably be busy with Season 8 coming up, but I was wondering, do you plan on doing any Last Epoch content? I will not be doing any Last Epoch, Alan. I have a so I have this weekend off, but this weekend is my wife's birthday, so I won't have much time to do any content. And then I won't be off again until, well, I have one Tuesday off before the season goes live from my like day job. So I have basically one day off between now and when Diablo 4 season goes live. That's about all I got. So I unfortunately just don't have any time. I guess I probably don't even really need that. Game lag and repair optimization. Are you asking like if they're going to update that? I have a singular prayer. Yeah, no problem, Alan. I actually did try the Last Epoch at one point. And it was all right. Do you play it a lot? And it's changing Sunbird's Gorget having a percent of movement speed. Oh, that's the new one, Crimson? Gotcha. Yeah, I probably gonna play LE season 3 if this season gets some good reviews. Okay. My vacation starts from work the day season 8 starts. Mine too, Star. Mine too. All right, so I think this is kind of redundant. I guess I could probably do this here. I like mine better though. I like my tilt. Why don't we just do this here? Do pick eraser. Ready for the power of AI editing? Erase. Done. Ta-da! Wow. I don't know if I'm really sold on this thumbnail. Not sure. Let's point at Nairo. I need to take some new pictures. Hopefully you're going to be taking notes on this AI editing. Let's go green. A little bit of green. I'm not sure why this is like an industry thing, but it is. I don't know. Photoshop. I don't have Photoshop. I just have Canva. That's it. Let's do this here. Let's make this match everything. Wait, why am I downloading on this computer? This is not the one I want. We'll see. And hope and for the worst. Okay, wait. So watch. You ready for this too? Here. Look at this. Not even my mouse isn't even on the screen. Whoa. Technology, huh? Am I right? Am I right? Technology. All right, let me get that other YouTube video uploaded real quick. Change. Did it not download? Download. Cupcake! Hey, welcome in, everybody. Welcome in, Raiders, Atsu,
Hello, my friend.
On
Stay a while and
Budgin,
listen.
Night Owl. Thank you for the follow, Zima, Juggalo, Punk. So, for everybody that is just joining us, in 26 minutes, we're going to be doing the launch, the very first episode. We're going to do it live. We're going to do it early. Everybody else around the world gets to hear it an hour after everybody else that's here. Hey, Foxy. It's going to be live, so if you guys want to stick around and listen, watch it, because it's going to be a video podcast, but it's going to be out there on Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple, iHeartRadio. It's going to be wherever I can get it out to. So I would absolutely love it if you guys would check out the podcast. Pretty excited about this. And I love all the pickles. 291. Cupcake, you gotta start stepping it up. You only have like what, 12 days left? Yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. Exclamation point MOS will bring up the information for anybody that wants to check out the podcast. Plan to finish by next Friday. Beautiful. I believe in you. If there is anybody that can do it on hardcore, it's you. Okay, let me publish. All right, just publish an update video on some of the new Diablo 4 info that came out on the YouTubes, on the Utes. I remember when you planned to get halfway. Yep, I remember that. Post. What I want to do. Post. Sorry, Bagel. Didn't mean to kick the little guy. Yeah, that is really insane. Cupcake, honestly. I don't even know how you do it. Still learning how to do all of this stuff. And it is so time consuming. everyone's like, man, it seems like a ton of fun to just like stream and play video games all day and make it big. It is a lot of work. Hey, MOS is the Masters of Sanctuary podcast that's going to be coming out. I don't know if I'm going to have enough time to get back onto PoE before the season launches. I'm going to find out from Mobalytics, I believe, tomorrow, once they decide if they're going to get the update out or not. So we're going to find out. I'm going to try it. But we'll see what ends up happening. Favorite games, but yeah, that's okay. The way our stance on gaming here, Cosmin, is you got to play the games that you like. No game is better than any other game. It's just depends on the person, because if you love the game, then it's a great game for you. So we don't really do pit one game versus another game. We have, in our Discord server, we have Last Epoch channels, we have Diablo 4 channels, Diablo 3 channels, Diablo 2 channels, Path of Exile 1 and 2 channels, and we have clans for a lot of them. So you guys are more than welcome to join us for all of your gaming. We're going to be doing groups at the launch of Season 8, which is going to be super fun. Everybody gets into a group. They all run out. They explore the new content together. They get to level together. It is pretty much everybody's favorite time of the season. So make sure that you hop into Discord with us if you guys want to get in on it. It is super fun to do. Very excited to get it up. Yeah, that's good, Tsima. Once you get... Oh, did I say hi, Depechi? I think you could get 4 Royal Diamond Gems. Royal Diamond Gems. Once I get back into the game, I'm actually just uploading some content. I can look and see if I have anything. But I'm just working on getting everything set up. We have the launch of the podcast coming up in 21 minutes. And then at an hour after that, I'm going to have to figure out how to use Podbean? Is that what I have? To send out the RSS feed to all of the appropriate channels. I think it's like 6 or 7 different podcasting networks that I'm going to be on. And I don't even know how to keep track of all of them. I don't know if I have to go to each one of them to I have no clue how this is going to work. This is a whole lot of stuff. But I'm going to need everybody's feedback too if you guys watch it. I tried a couple different editing types in the video. So if you have YouTube and you can watch it, watch the videos so that I can kind of get a sense of editing for like people watching. And then also for sound quality, if you guys listen on any of the other platforms, let me know. I know that there are some sound issues, even though it was supposed to even out the volume, the program that I was using, it didn't really do it too much. I'm not sure. Yeah, but Paul, that really depends on the person that's playing, because like for me, I never really had any super fun moments playing PoE 2, and I actually didn't really care for the Last Epoch at all. But it really just depends on the person that's gaming. I'll keep on playing PoE 2, and I might give Last Epoch another shot at some point. But I just like for Diablo 4, there have been moments over the last year and a half now, constantly, where I do something and I'm just like, that was so much fun. But I never had those moments. So it was just like that's what I like when I'm gaming. Fun, challenging boss fights that make me think are great, but I want to have those moments too where I'm like, that was exactly what I was looking for, because that was so much fun to do. So I think it's actually pretty popular still, Zima. All right, let me get this uploaded real quick here. Hey, how's it going, Balako? How would you be surprised if you were so? It is. It really is. Yeah. Each game has its flavor. You can't. Yeah, I don't ever compare any of the games at all. The only thing I really take into consideration, Boz, is just my own personal experience, and I play the games that I want to play and that I have fun playing. So that's it. Leveled up to Pit 150. To Paragon 150. 4.4, your content was a great help to understand how the piece that builds together. Any recommendations to do before? Yes. If you are, Sam, and I'm not sure how far you are into the game, but make sure you get your renown done and join the Discord server and sign up yourself to get in on one of the leveling groups at the start of the season because it's going to be a ton of fun. Might get D2R for free. I've been seeing on sale on Xbox. It is really good, Ruckus. I downloaded it again, I started playing it again, and I had a blast. 29th of April, we will have D4 Season 8 launch. Yep. You can report them on the forums. The Diablo 4 forums, you can report them there. Hey, Skid. I don't know if this is gonna work or not. I'm trying. I have no idea how to post stuff to X at all. I'm so bad at this. So I'm working on figuring that stuff out. Let me try this. Is this gonna work? Why is it not linking this here? How if I do that? Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay, so then if we do this here. Anybody really good at social media that wants to be like my social media manager for really cheap? MOS is the Masters of Sanctuary podcast that I'm going to be releasing. It's coming out very soon. In an hour and 15 minutes, we're going to be releasing it fully. And in 15 minutes, we're going to be releasing it to the world. Or everybody that is here watching. We're going to do it live. We're going to watch it live. Super excited about it. So if you guys wouldn't mind sticking around, that would be awesome. As long as you have fun, that's what matters. Yes. I'm good, Skids. I'm good. We World of Cliptonia. I think people deserve to see what? Only if I can post my games on my platform. You can make a side platform. Okay, so that's posted. I got to get the link to Sanctuary Discord posted in the chat here. Let me see now. Sanctuary Discord. Where is it? Here it is. Sanctuary Community Discord. Invite link. Oh, I can't do it on here. I have to go to my phone. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to have enough time, Rudolph. I have basically 1 day off of work between now and the launch of Season 8 for Diablo 4. And I'm going to be writing officially for Mobalytics, so I have to see what they're going to be doing. Thank you, Star. 2 months in a row. I appreciate that. This is my first season. Beyond new mechanics like boss powers instead of witch powers, do they release other new content like transmogs, mounts, skins? Yes, there will be every season. There's a new battle pass, which I actually might be able to, what's it called? I might be able to get some free battle pass things that I can give to everybody. So, I'm gonna try and see what it looks like at the very beginning of the season, but I might be able to get some free battle passes for people, which would be fun to do. Did I get everything done? Am I done? Did I skip any? Did I miss anything? I don't know. I think I might have gotten it all. Okay, we have 13 minutes left until the launch, or the early access, because this is going to be before it's officially launched onto the websites. So this is going to be early access here. But oh my goodness. No, don't hate to be that guy. Always remind me. I mean, you remember the emote that Merlando puts out every single time that he comes into chat, right? I am one follower away from also giving away more points on Twitch. So if you guys haven't hit that follow button, give out some points. We'll get some more. Yeah, that's the one. Squirrel? Thank you, Pig Tofu. Love the name. Let's give out some points to everybody. Add points all. There it is. The more followers we get, the more points everybody gets. That in going to ever come back. I'm not sure. I don't know what they're going to do with the World of Warcraft skins, but this is a World of Warcraft skin. You're very brave playing your slots. These were bigger, would be cool. But they gotta be bigger. So I played World of Warcraft for years and years and years, and my favorite skin, hands down, was the Pauldrons of Might. Because I loved that big look. Like that's what I want out of like a character where you have these like this gigantic armor set on. That's what I'm looking.
Interesting choice.
That one looks like Transformer almost.
Stirs you, yes?
Yeah, effects would be cool. Like that's what I liked about the set that I have for the other dude. I have that, yeah. That's right here. But this is actually a very, very cool looking set because it came from World of Warcraft, which has big, gigantic shoulder pads. But like this effect right here, coming off of these weapons, that's cool. And when you put on the whole set, it does it. And even the horse has like after burning effects for this stuff here. So yeah. Yes, I agree, Beats. I agree. I'll try and push for that. Like, listen, the number one thing that we need changed in season 8. Hey, thank you for the follow, Palm.
My friend.
Welcome in.
Stay a while and listen.
Is skill effects. That is the biggest, most pressing issue in Diablo 4 right now. Get it done. Get it done. 9 minutes left. 9 minutes. Actually, Man, I've been thinking about this all day long. I am nervous, excited, scared. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. Still, like, it's it's something I've poured a lot of time into, so I want it to go off well. I don't need it to be like the biggest thing in the world. I just want it to be like something that people enjoy, that do want to listen to something like that. Anyone got any good barb builds ready for the new season? Not yet. We haven't got the final patch notes yet. I do have the ones that I played on the PTR. No. There's a couple other viable builds out there. But we won't know because they're gonna buff and nerf things in the next season based on the patch notes on the 24th. So we can't really tell what's gonna be what yet. Double swing actually felt really good. Hey, Lambo. Put in some mad hours at work without gaming so I can pay off my car. Oh, very nice. That's awesome. Thought I was going for the... I got the Necro one, too. I did it. Yeah, we do know. They announced it today, and I just posted a video on it. With a couple extra little things in there. No more car payments is amazing. Congratulations. It's going to be April 24th, which is perfect for me because I'm working. I almost want to call out so that I can live stream it. I don't think they'll give me the day off. Maybe I can see if I can switch my day off from Tuesday to Thursday. Yeah, well, not the Season 8. That's going to happen on the 24th. But in 5 minutes and 30 seconds, we are going to be releasing the first episode of a Diablo podcast called Masters of Sanctuary that we've done. Nice. Spark was a lot of fun last season, but I didn't play it on a Sork. I played Spark on my Witch build. Yeah, so we're going to watch it live. That's going to happen in 5 minutes. We're going to watch it live. Nothing's posted yet. Mana is difficult. Okay, I can see that. Who have you done this with? So the only people that I've released my reveal of is Crimson, Cast, who is just in chat right now, Macro Bio Boy, and Dioxide. I haven't released the other ones. I did throw a spoiler out into one of the videos. That's you? Yep. Famous company right there. Look at that. That is actually going to be the very first episode of the podcast. Technically, I'm going to have 3 out at one time, but Crimson Cast is the very first episode. Sparked because the idea was Colonel Sanders started talking about the podcast. And then I was shooting the idea down because I didn't think I could talk enough to make a podcast. And Crimson came up with a great idea to interview people for each class as an idea for a podcast. So that's what I did. So Crimson is going to be the very first episode. Perfect. Sounds good, Briscoe. Thank you. So that's what we're going to listen to. Well, watch and listen. Watch and listen. And please, pretty please, wherever we are at, whatever platforms you want to watch on, wherever you can leave this, if you would wouldn't mind leaving me some feedback, I would appreciate it. I may fall asleep because I've been up since 10 a.m. So if I pass out, my bad. That's okay, Lambo. It'll be released out into the world. So you'll be able to watch it on whatever podcast network source thing that you watch it on. So I have all of these here. We have Apple Podcast, YouTube, Podbean, Spotify, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, and Podchaser. So that's where we're all at right now. So you guys can follow on any of those channels. Can you tell me anything about the Necromancer minion build and the new updates? I have a Necromancer minion build. I haven't followed anything with all of the season. If you guys want to get any information, and I'm gonna add the last video that I just posted to it, but you just go to cliptus.com, and then you go to the Diablo 4 videos here, and then I have a Season 8 PTR here, so I have all of the stuff from the PTR that I did, final thoughts, boss powers, need to know for the PTRs, my first experience leveling, if you guys wanted to learn about the leveling process, and then I keep all of the game updates. So here's the last reveal for the roadmap. This is the theme of the... So I have everything here on the website. It's nice and easy. Everything is on YouTube, so you guys can also look there. It's just a lot easier to find everything here. So, but I do have a Minion Necromancer right here, a Minion Necromancer build, if you guys wanted to check it out too. All right, 30 seconds until the podcast. We're going to start it live. I'm going to, I'll probably, what do you guys think? Clear the screen of everything? Turn off multi-chat? Turn off logos? You didn't cook dinner this whole time the timer was going? Oh my god. This guy. Promo for Berserk collab with Diablo 4. I wonder if that's for... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I did see that too. Now, for the roadmap, there was an IP collab. Maybe that's it? Okay, let me turn everything off. Okay, we're going to turn off all of the overlays. I'm going to turn this all off. We just get multi-chat off the screen and then we'll get it started. Okay, sorry. So take camera off the screen too. So we just have the screen up there. That's it. Camera off the screen. I guess I'll be on the screen kind of anyway, so I don't think I really need to have my camera on. This. And... All right, everybody. This is it. This is going to be very first episode of the Masters of Sanctuary podcast. I'm very excited. I'm going to put my headphones on and then I'm going to take a listen with everybody here. So I'll just be typing in chat for anybody that wants to see. I'll have all of the social platforms open so that I can respond to everybody. But this is going to be it. I hope you all enjoy. Welcome,
Battery 30%.
Masters of Sanctuary Clipcast. I'm your host, Cliptus, and I am here today with a Diablo 4 world record holder, a speedrunner, and a creator of some immensely interesting and very fun off-meta builds. Introducing Crimson Cast. Crimson, welcome to the podcast.
Thanks for having me. Nice to be here.
Yeah, this is awesome. I'm very excited to sit down with you. We're going to talk about some of the world records that you have, how that happens, and maybe how somebody out there can achieve some of those too. But before we get into that, tell me a little bit about yourself, why you game, and then what makes Diablo the game for you.
So my name is Crimson. My Twitch channel is twitch.tv/crimsoncasts, but I go by Crimson. I grew up loving games. I grew up in a very modest income household. I'm one of 4 siblings. So I got a Nintendo 64 several years after it came out, and this was like the marquee Christmas gift of my childhood. I was born in 95. The 64, I believe, came out in 96, and I didn't get one until 2002. So sort of tells you where I was.
Yep.
And I have 2 older brothers, one of whom is very non-competitive, and one of whom is hyper-competitive. And he and I...
Gotcha.
Super Mario 64, Smash Brothers 64, childhood Saturdays, that's where it started.
Great games.
As far as how I got into Diablo, there's sort of 2 or 3 sort of core elements of how I got into the franchise. One is I have a bunch of older cousins. My mom is the 7th of 8 children. So when I was middle school age, I had a bunch of college-aged cousins in the early to mid 2000s, and they were Diablo 2 players. And I remember going over to my cousin's house in Maryland and watching my college-aged cousin kill Bale. And I remember thinking that was super cool, partially because I wasn't allowed to play adult-rated video games, and I was like 10. And oh my God, the gore, the blood, and the guts, and the everything else.
Yeah.
And then I got into Diablo for myself much later. In the mid-2010s, I started watching a lot of Diablo 2 speedrunning. I don't know if you'll know the names, but people like Mr. Llama and Gymnasium and Kano and people like that. I remember watching live Mr. Llama's run at GDQ in, I believe, 2016 was his first run.
Nice.
And then the way I came into Diablo 4, I played it on launch a little bit, like everyone else did. I played Season 0, and then I didn't play Season 1, 2, or 3, like at all.
Okay. Yeah.
What happened was I'm a passionate and fiercely competitive but deeply mediocre esports player. Like I'm bad at Dota, but I love it. Okay? I'm like, for anyone who plays Dota, I'm Archon, I'm not good. Okay?
Gotcha.
But I was really, really involved in this league where I was playing weeknight organized 5v5 Dota.
Okay.
And I was dedicating so much to it and not improving. And anyone who's ever played esports knows that you when you're not winning, it can't be me. It has to be my teammates.
Of course. Oh, yeah. Of course it's them.
It's So that led to a lot of fractiousness because other people would blame other people and I would blame other people. And there was a lot of disagreement about how the team should proceed. So I wanted a competitive outlet that was more supportive as a community, because esports, no matter what you're playing, people are very competitive. But speedrunners tend to be hyper competitive and super fixated, but very encouraging of each other. Like if you go into the Twitch stream of someone who's speedrunning Super Mario for the first time ever, and you know the names of Mario runners, and you just watch their chat, you'll find world record holders who've been to GDQ and performed on big main stage events showing up and giving tips to amateurs. And speedrunning
That's
is
cool.
hyper competitive, but super, super supportive. And I've just found it to be a much healthier competitive outlet for me personally as I've gotten into it over the last year and a half at this point that I've been very, very dedicated to Diablo 4 speedrunning.
That is very cool. That is awesome. Okay, so for the next question that we got, and I know that you get to play into this a lot, meta builds have been very slightly controversial, just in the sense that a lot of people swear off playing them. How do you feel about this whole meta versus off meta thing?
How do I feel about meta versus off meta?
Yeah.
It depends. It depends who's asking and for what reason. For myself, I'm not going to break a world record unless I'm using a meta build. If I'm trying to kill Torment 4 Lilith as fast as possible, I'm going to do it on a Bloodwave Necro.
Right.
Or the previous world record was on a Quill Volley Spiritborn.
Okay.
Tells you where you are.
Yeah.
And that was last season. But if someone comes into my chat and they ask, "Hey, I want a build. What should I play?" It depends. It really does. What do you think is fun? I happen to think that having a build that has like a ton of on-screen effects and like really interesting audio design and that has some interesting complexity in how to pilot the build itself, that's what I enjoy playing. Other people enjoy logging on and blasting. Or if there's someone who's new to the game, I might recommend a build where if they didn't quite read the build guide so closely and they forget an aspect where they can't find the perfect gear, I might recommend something that's easier to get online. But do I care what anyone else is playing? Not really, because 95% of the time that I'm playing alone. And most of the time when I'm talking about meta builds, it's helping other people understand a build guide that I didn't even write. So
makes sense.
So long as people are having fun, I don't really care what anyone's playing.
Fun is absolutely the most important part about gaming, and I think a lot of people end up losing that a little bit, especially when they are trying to be the strongest or get the highest thing. We game for fun, so I think that's a really, really good point.
I think that what game designer was it? Maybe you'll remember. There's this famous quote. Maybe it's from Sid Meier of the Civ, like the game designer of the Civ Civilization games. But it was, given sufficient time, the player base will optimize the fun out of anything.
That is absolutely true.
I can't remember if that, I may be misattributing that quote. Someone will have to look it up and tell us in the YouTube comments. But that's how I think about it quite a bit of the time.
I'm pretty sure that was pretty spot on, at least close enough. So for the next question here, I think you answered a little bit of this, because it was going to be what would be the main class to suggest for somebody to use for speedrunning. But it sounds like you choose meta builds for the speedrunning, or is it broken down into different categories?
So I want to be very clear about what I mean when I say I'm a speedrunner, because this means many things in the Diablo 4 community. Some people, when they think of speedrunning, think of the Helltides.com pit push leaderboards. That's not what I do. I'm not uninterested in that. I just don't compete in that. I also don't mean the Horn of Trials gauntlet system. There are wonderful creators who I respect deeply who go really far into the pit. There are wonderful people who compete in the Horn of Trials, and that's not what I do. I compete on the speedrun.com leaderboards. Speedrun.com is a wonderful community website where leaderboards are hosted for a variety of different games. And on speedrun.com, right now we have 3 main categories: the base game campaign, the expansion campaign, and running from character creation to killing Torment 4 Lilith. We may add more categories, but right now it's a small community and we don't want to divide things too much.
I think they're good metrics, though.
Things are tracked based on hardcore versus softcore, based on class, and based on seasonal versus eternal. So there are 6 classes times hardcore and softcore, which is 2, times seasonal eternal, which is another 2, times 3 categories is 72 different categories.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
There's a lot going on there. If someone were to start speedrunning and they wanted to do one to Lilith, which is the one that I think there's the most public interest in, you have to pick a build that's easy to get online and that you feel comfortable using. So in the current season, that's Bloodwave Necro. in other seasons that's been Quill Volley Spiritborn, right now there's probably a druid build that can get there. For the campaign, it's very, very, very different. The campaign is a hyper-specialized discipline, and the approach to speedrunning the campaign is very, very class-dependent.
For the
Mhm.
campaign, real quick, just
Mhm.
if you're going to speedrun a campaign, do
Mhm.
you skip the dialogue and the cutscenes?
Of course. Yeah.
Okay.
You skip as
All right.
much as the game allows you to do so. And
Okay.
there
Makes
are
sense.
right now there are not any major known glitches, but there are things you can do to like avoid certain escort quests and things like that.
Okay.
If you're going to speedrun the campaign for the very first time, you're going to play a Minion Necro, because Minion Necro has the least amount of advanced movement tech that you will need to memorize. If you play a class like Sorcerer with Teleport, or Barbarian with Charge and Leap, or Spiritborn with Soar, you're going to need to learn how to place your mouse really precisely to be able to teleport through walls that have pixel-perfect gaps. That's not the case with Necro. With Necro, the strategy is run really fast.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
start with Necro.
Nice and simple. All right. That's cool. So what was your fastest run?
It depends.
Okay.
In the 1 to Lilith category, it was a couple of weeks ago, mysteriously on hardcore.
Oh,
I ran hardcore
impressive.
level 1 to Uber Lilith in 2 hours, 32 minutes.
Nice.
And
That's
then
very fast.
for the campaign, I believe right now, the fastest of all classes is Sorcerer with a low 230. Like I almost got the 2-2x. I was like this close.
Oh, wow. That's
So-
awesome. When you're playing these, are you allowed to use any of the gear that you've collected on other characters?
I don't
so-
I don't touch my stash, in fact.
Okay.
There's a long list of rules which are very democratically decided that are posted on
Okay.
the speedrun.com leaderboards.
Okay.
There's been at least one rule that led to vociferous debate before we changed it.
Okay.
But essentially, you start with what you start with. If there are things that your character would naturally have, meaning we expect that most people, when a new season comes out, play the seasonal content. And then if you're a dedicated player, 6 or 8 weeks in, you're finished with your season journey, you've helped all your friends get to Torment 4, and now you're looking for something to do. That's the context we expect speedrunning to occur in. And at that point, your character is already going to have some Obdicite, already going to have some herbs, already going to have some Rawhide. Those sorts of things you can already have. But currency, obols, pale marks, red dust from the BVP system you can't use. And all of this is listed out very, very thoroughly on the speedrun.com leaderboards.
Gotcha.
And there's also a speedrun Discord where if you have questions, you can ask the moderators of the leaderboards directly.
Okay. That's cool. It's good to have all those resources there to ask. For all of the speedruns that you've done, is there an all-time favorite build that you've sped run with?
Is there an all-time favorite build? So right now I'm like, over the last week, I'm in the lab on a Spiritborn campaign build.
Okay.
And right now I think that will actually mean that Spiritborn ends up being the fastest campaign class if I keep working on it.
Nice.
But as far as campaign builds, playing Sorcerer is very straightforward because Sorcerer was built in a way that's like comically easy to speedrun the campaign with. Teleport is absurdly broken as a campaign speedrunning tool.
Yep.
Even more so than Leap, and even more so than Soar on the Barbarian and Spiritborn. Teleport is like, I don't know exactly what it is, but something is different about the collision physics of where you're allowed to go with Teleport. And you can do some weird stuff, like weird stuff.
Okay.
As far as the like Lilith challenge run, Bloodwave Necro, I don't know if it's my favorite, but it's the fastest and it's the easiest.
Okay.
It takes no uniques. As a matter of fact, I didn't have any gear that was above item level 700.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So like, from that perspective,
Easy.
very easy.
Yeah. Nice. Okay. Do you have, out of the couple seasons that you gotten to play, I know you missed a
Mhm.
couple of them, was
Mhm.
there a favorite season that you played?
I caught the very tail end of Season of the Construct.
Okay.
That was when I got back into the game, and I wish I had played all of Season 3.
Gotcha.
I think that actually, you know what? The cheekiest answer: Season 0. Season 0 was the best
Okay.
season. Season 0
Okay.
was the best season, and partially because I feel quite strongly that the world tier system was better than the torment system. At
Okay.
least as far as the way that you progressed to tiers, I liked those challenge dungeons. And in
Me
fact,
too.
those were speedrun categories. We tracked records for the fastest person
Yeah.
to get into tier 3 and into tier 4. And that was fascinating as a speedrunning meta. And
Mhm.
when that went the way of the dodo, we don't have a category that's under an hour right now. So as a beginner, it's impossible. You look at, oh, well, the world record is 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah, it's long.
If I'm playing for the first time trying to do it, like my first Uber Lilith run was 7.5 hours.
Yeah.
As a beginner, that's overwhelming. We don't have a soft ramp for people anymore because the
Right.
ability to do the cheesy stuff we did to get into Torment 3 at level 15 was crazy.
Right. Yep. I actually left some feedback after this last PTR that the Nightmare Dungeon tier list was a lot of fun as you
Yes.
were leveling,
Yes.
and the Capstone Dungeons, having something like that, felt aspirational. Okay, how early can I get my character to this? And then how ready am I to get my character past this really hard boss fight? It was a lot of fun. When you leveled up past where you were supposed to be at, the fight was very easy. But when you went there early, you actually had a gear check, you had a character check. It was a lot of fun. I definitely agree with you. That was a lot of fun to get through.
Getting the most impressive things I've seen from other speedrunners were the old Necromancer World Tier 4 record was won by a guy named Vitruth,
Mhm.
where he defeated a level 70 dungeon at level 29.
Oh,
And
impressive.
and then also I have to shout out Wonder Puppy 98 is in my mind still the best. I hold the current world record, but he's still the best player for the Lilith category. And like not having the Torment dungeon stuff to get into World Tier 3 and World Tier 4 is very sad. The pit system's fine for glyph progression and for
Right.
whatever. But that like mid-game gear
Yeah.
check, having a fixed level target was very, very wonderful. I loved it.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, what is your current world record? What are we looking at here?
So, like I said, there are many different categories.
Yep.
I currently hold, I think it's 14 official and verified, and a couple pending verification.
Very nice.
Every category which has a submission, I have gone and beaten it. So far, of all the categories that are non-empty, I hold every world record.
Very nice. That is impressive.
To be clear, there are not that many people submitting.
Of course, that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. You have the official title of world record, and that is impressive. No matter what you're doing, no matter how many people are in it, that is still pretty cool to say.
I appreciate it. I think that
go
the
ahead.
latest, to get to your question, the latest thing that I've worked on is a couple weeks ago, the one to Lilith run on Hardcore Necro, and then right now I'm working on Spiritborn campaign routing. Is like what I'm practicing and thinking about in my free time.
Well, I'm pretty excited to see. I'll have to check out some of the stuff. So you said it was speedrunning.com?
Speedrun.com/Diablo_IV.
There it is. If you were to give players 3 short tips before they hopped into speedrunning, what would those tips be?
Pick a category that you won't mind running 10 times.
Okay, that's good.
Know that speed leveling and the way I approach the beginning of the season leveling and the way I approach speedrun leveling are very different strategies.
Okay.
Because in the speedrun leveling, I already have all my temper manuals and so on and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
So while there are some things that cross over, if you've followed a leveling guide from your favorite content creator, you followed Cliptus's leveling guide, know that there are some tricks related to speed leveling that are very specialized to doing it against a timer, and that it is okay that you will need to practice those things, and you can learn one thing at a time. And the third thing is mobility is more important than damage by a lot.
Okay.
So, like, there's a reason there's a boot on the wall.
Okay. I was going to ask about that later on.
Yellow
but
boot.
We got there.
Find
Got
yellow
there.
boots. That's the number one thing. Find a yellow boot.
With movement speed on it. Okay, that makes sense. I like it. I was going to ask, but we got there. That's pretty funny.
So I can explain what this is if you're curious.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
So I started getting into Diablo 4 speedrunning in spring of last year. So that's a little over 12 months ago as of recording. And there are very few Diablo 4 speedrunners, especially campaign speedrunners. At the moment, I'm the only person who's actively submitting anything, but there are people who've submitted in the past. And speedrunning the campaign over and over and over and over is a lonely task. It's helpful that now I have a couple of people who are regulars in my Twitch chat, and they keep me company.
Yep.
And I love them for it. But when I first started speedrunning, I had no viewers. I was streaming to 0 people, often in the middle of the night.
Right.
And in a search for community, I started watching other speedrunners on my second monitor while I was speedrunning.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So in the search for community, there are no other Diablo speedrunners, but I wanted the vibe of other people running against the timer.
Yeah.
So I started watching a bunch of Mario speedrunners, and the Mario community had a now defunct event called Pace, where they have a tournament of Super Mario speedrunners during the day with elimination brackets and rounds. And then overnight, to keep the live stream going, they feature runners from smaller speedrunning communities.
Cool.
And I was one of those featured runners, and I knew that I was the only person in the entire ballroom of the hotel that we were at that knew anything about Diablo. So I got a piece of yellow poster board, and I took a big chisel tip Sharpie, this chisel tip Sharpie actually, and I drew a boot, and I went around the room to all these world record holding Super Mario runners and Metroid runners and other people. And I said, hey, my name is Crimson. I speedrun Diablo. You don't know anything about Diablo. That's fine. Just to wish me good luck, could you draw a picture of a shoe and then sign it? Okay. And so this, on the opposite side of this yellow piece of poster board, are like 50 signatures from other speedrunners. Because in the campaign speedrun, you want a very, very, very specific pair of yellow boots very, very, very early on. And if you don't get them, it's not a good thing. Wow. So I was informing people, every item's procedurally generated in this franchise, and you need to find a very specific thing, and you need to find it very, very early on. Yeah. This is what we're looking for. You're looking for yellow boots. And I got everyone to sign it, and it was my good luck totem. And then on main stage, I did not find a single pair of yellow boots the entire time, let alone finding them early. But everyone at least knew what we were looking for.
That is very cool. Honestly, that is a very cool story. I like how you got everybody involved, even including outside of the game. That is very awesome.
I was the only Diablo player at the event, and there were 100 people watching, and none of them played Diablo.
That's okay. Yeah, but you still found a way to like connect the communities, which was very cool.
Yeah. I'm aware that I sit in the very narrow sliver of the speedrunning and Diablo community. Yeah. So I'm in a narrow sliver of that Venn diagram.
Yeah, well, that's okay. As long as you're having fun, that's the most important thing. So finally, and this is the real money question here, how do you feel about the state of the game and where it's heading in the future?
I premeditated some of these questions. You didn't share a question list with me or anything, but I knew that some state of the game question might be asked. I don't know. Part of the reason that I like the campaign so much is because I love Diablo for its world building and its lore. Like, at this point, I think it's incontrovertible. Diablo has the best design for angels in all of fantasy RPGs.
Yeah, it's amazing.
No one looks as cool as an Arius.
No, it's awesome. It really is good.
I'm the game balance, not in terms of build versus other build and build diversity. I think Season 7 has been great for build diversity, actually. I think we could have a roundtable argument about which one of 6 or 7 different builds is actually the best build for a new player to play.
Yep, I agree.
is it an Earthquake Barb or a Bloodwave Necro or a Cataclysm Druid or a Rain of Arrows Rogue or this and that? And well, those all have different cure requirements, and some of them require you to snapshot, and some of them don't. I think we're in a good place for build diversity. I'm not happy with where we are with boss difficulty. And I'm not at all happy. In fact, I'm deeply frustrated with the pit as an endgame system.
Okay.
I've watched the last couple of campfires actively, and the idea that the game would be balanced around the pit, or in fact that the fact that the pit is the primary endgame scaling thing that exists at all, is frustrating to me.
Gotcha. Okay.
Because I think they've reversed the instrumental and terminal goals of the game, if that makes sense, if you're familiar with the idea of an instrumental and a terminal goal. And so I don't want to kill a boss so I can get a higher number in the pit.
Okay.
Right? I don't want to kill Varshan to get a ring I need so I can go get a higher pit number. That doesn't make sense to me. I want to push the pit so I can get the glyph level so I'm able to kill the boss.
Yeah.
And right now it seems to me to be the case. Like, there have been comments made on the dev streams where it seems to me that it's been missed. And this is people have different ideas of what the primary endgame activity should be, but I've never heard a single person go, I love grinding the pit for 100 hours to hit Paragon 300. I think that there are many good solutions, and I don't think that that's one of them. And that's something that I think is being softly addressed with the reworks to the boss ladder in Season 8.
Yep.
I have some concerns about the boss ladder in Season 8 that I think are quite specialized to being someone who has a Twitch chat.
Okay. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, I want to be able to carry people and use my materials and give them the items that they need so they can have fun because they have less time than I do, or because they aren't as comfortable in the game as I am.
Right.
And the fact that there's new friction there, yes, I understand that 95% of the player base is neither a Twitch streamer nor a Twitch viewer who's in the sort of free-for-all boss rotations that you host, for example.
Right. Yep.
I understand that there is substantial friction in the in-game trade chat when people are offering boss rotations and people don't pair their fair share. But for me personally, as someone who likes giving away boss runs,
right,
it didn't solve my problem.
No.
And I don't think that introducing the Horn of Trials and then taking it away is a good thing. I don't think that both root holds and hordes are interesting roguelite mechanics that are not pushed to the limit of what they could be. I miss Nightmare Dungeon 100s being whatever it is. The thing I miss the most is area levels. Dynamic scaling when the game came out was a huge mistake, because now there's no reason for me to level up if everything levels with me. If a boss is level 80 and I'm level 65 and I can't do it, and then I grind and get more gear and now I'm level 75 and now I can do it, that gives me a motivation to grind from 65 to 70.
Right.
But if the boss scales up as I scale up, if anything, like, there are certain parts in the speedrunning where I deliberately underlevel myself before certain fights because the boss scaling and my level scaling are different. And it's actually easier at a lower level, which is backwards of what I think is good game design. Especially for something that should be motivating me to grind. So I'm very frustrated with a number of... I love the core content. I love the IP. I'll play the game. I am frustrated with a long laundry list of balanced decisions in the game. And some of them are quite specialized to being a speedrunner. Some of them are quite specialized to being someone who has a modest Twitch following. And some of it is just as a general player. I don't think that area scaling is good, and I don't like the pit as an endgame system.
Right.
So
yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, that makes a lot of sense. And we should be getting our campfire chat coming up soon, so we'll get to see what's going to be happening there, and a roadmap. So we'll get to see what's going to happen there. Maybe we'll see when the new expansion pack is coming out next year. Maybe some big changes then. Who knows?
Yeah.
But I'm pretty excited to see what we get in the future, and they seem to be listening a lot and what seems like a lot more. They're changing their approach to how they're adjusting the game. So we'll see. We'll see what the future brings. Time will only tell. I think a big indicator will be how they take the feedback from this PTR specifically, and then implement it into the actual patch that's coming. But that was all I got. Before we hop off of this call, I want to say thank you for being here, and I want to take this time to let everybody know, tell them where they can find you, what you got going on in your content creation life right now.
So the easiest way to find me is twitch.tv/crimsoncasts. I'm live most days of the week. If there is not a timer on my screen, then I am probably doing something casual, and it's, Diablo 4 community content. If there is a timer on my screen, I'm probably reading chat a little bit less and working a little harder.
Mm-hmm.
I have a YouTube channel, Crimson D4 Speedrunning, which is mostly for storing the VODs of various world records for long-term archival purposes. But if you want long form, what does it look like to beat the entire campaign in 2 hours and 35 minutes? That's there.
Seems interesting.
But the biggest thing would definitely be the Twitch, TTV/CrimsonCasts.
All right. Well, thank you, everybody. That's what it is. I can't wait to see you on the next episode of Masters of Sanctuary. Let's try that one more time. Thank you, everybody. Cannot wait to see you all on the next episode of Masters of Sanctuary. Thank you again, Crimson, for being here. Catch you all on the clip side.
See ya.
All right. Okay, well, good thing we watched that. I gotta go edit that. Yep, so that's the first one. And I'm gonna upload 2 more tonight. They're already done. And those are gonna be uploaded in 26 minutes. Thank you, Fluffy. Yeah, Crimson, that was awesome. Thank you, I appreciate it. Just now I gotta fix this. I missed that edit. I'm very glad that we watched that. Thank you, Naomi. Okay, so let's see now. Let's get this done. I can't wait to see you all on the next episode of Masters of D. Okay, let's try that. Delete this. This. I haven't completely figured out this editing software yet. Thank you, Naomi. Thank you for watching. I appreciate that. Right, did I get it done? Did it? Okay. Okay. I gotta re-upload that. I don't wanna do that for my very first one. And I'm hoping I didn't miss anything in the other ones. But I guess it's okay. Gives it that real feeling. Okay, so copy this just in case it deletes it. Thank you everybody for watching that episode with me. That was a lot of fun. I am very excited to get everything up and running. It's been a lot of fun. Everybody has been very, very awesome that I've got to interview. So tonight, in just a couple more minutes, the interview with Macro, BioBoy, and Dioxide is going to get hopefully released into the podcasting world. I don't know exactly how it's going to go, but we're going to try it. We're going to try it. All right, so let's see now. But you guys are gonna get to be here and help me test it out. Yeah, exactly. What did you guys think of the camera editing? Oh my god. Okay. I've been watching a lot of like I did a lot of I've been watching what's it called? Hot Ones, which is an interview basically podcast style. And I was watching how they did their editing, and the camera moves a lot, but it's a lot different obviously because they are sitting in a room together and it's professionally done and it's not just little boxes on the screen. And I think some of the podcasts that I watch where people just kind of like sit next to each other and just talk, but I tried to pick but I did something a little bit different with Macro's interview in terms of the way that the podcast worked. And in researching YouTube videos and short form content, because of people's attention span, with long form content, you're supposed to have something change on the screen once every 20 to 30 seconds. Or else you lose
That
people.
looks worn. I can fix it.
With short form content, depending on the platform, some of it is down to every 1 second. That's how much attention span people have. So I'm trying to figure out editing in terms of like what to do, and that was what I edited with the web-based platform. So I'm gonna do a little bit of research and stuff if I keep on going with this and grab some other forms of editing and see. AI Gore for inventing the internet. Or Al Gore. Wow. I don't know. I read that as AI. That's how far into this we are.
We depart.
I've been practicing leveling up with different characters with no witch powers, no mercenary. Wait, you can get mercenaries right away. But it's still the class that suffers the most in leveling. Did they say anything about Druid leveling? I thought they were trying to address Druid early leveling, but I'm not sure. Oh, on-screen chat. Thank you. Yeah, let me put everything back on. Got to do that real quick. Partners here. I forgot about the multi-chat so that everybody can see. Multi-chat. Okay, we go here and here. Wait, nope, there. And then where is the... I'm like Ricky Bobby over here. Sold my whole windshield. It's gonna be your favorite? Yeah. Yep, the two-handed sword, definitely. It's gonna be pretty cool. They did... So, somebody was like, well, why swords? Because scythes have the minion damage on them, and swords have critical strike damage on them. Fortunately, they made it so that the sword was very smart of them, as all of the minion damage on it now. Did you guys know that you could, as a barbarian, you can throw earthquakes? Like across the whole screen. You can throw it. Anybody know that? The 24th. Look at this. Earthquake. Earthquake. You can see the mini-map and see everything dying. This is going to be the meta for next season right here. No matter what. No matter what they do to the changes, this is it right here. Yeah, 24. No matter what changes they make, this is it right here. It's gonna be a bonfire. I hope it's a bonfire. I hope there's enough kindling on the fire to make it a bonfire. Oh yeah, wait, sorry. Let me turn that down again. I had that turned down for turned up for the audio. There you go. It works the same way, Naomi. Maybe. I'm not sure. I mean, we'll see what happens after the PTR, because it was strong. You just can't throw it as far. If there are monsters around Naomi, though, it does. You see right there? How I just threw that earthquake over here? Yeah, Monty Tech. So if there's monsters around and it auto-targets them, then you can throw it off the screen. You can actually throw it farther than your mouse and keyboard. You see? This is actually the safest way to play a hardcore barbarian. Glad it's not IQ. Yeah, me too. I'm glad it's not IQ being top tier. Because like right here, you just throw it out. You kill everything when it's really far away from you. And you are basically a ranged barbarian now. You don't have to worry about things coming at you and hitting you. And you run Subo, so you know exactly where all the monsters are. And then you just throw all of your... You can even throw them on the other side of the wall. You see that? I was on the other side of the wall here. See? I just threw it on the other side of the cliff. You can go up cliffs. You can go down cliffs. You can go wherever you want. Yep. Nothing is safe from the earthquakes anymore. Sork. I did try Sork this season. I leveled it up. I got to the end game. I put on my ball lightning build, and then I learned that I had a snapshot, and I never played it again. That was my experience on the Sork this season. This is the ice skating build right here. In denial. We be ice skating around here. Now we're slowly ice skating. Bad. One final twisting blades to rule them all. Or tuberculosis. Wait, which one? I need a snack. What should I get for a snack? I need one. I'm running tuberculosis. It was fun running around, but I mean, I made a Twisting Blades build in this season, so. And it was fun. Do you remember when corpse bows were scary?
I'm fine, even if they don't want me.
Make rogue technical again. Yeah, you had to make sure that your... Did I do it? Okay, I did, and it just needed to update again. That's a bummer. At least I saved all of this. Oh wait, saved it. Saved that part, but not the title. Dang it. Okay. Save. Does Hell Tides still have some value? That Witch Tides are a permanent... Witch Tides are not a permanent thing. They're gone. Witch Tides are officially gone on the 29th of April, and everybody will miss them. Everybody will miss them. These were not the yellow boots you're looking for. These were not them. Yep, Helltides has some value. It would be great if they made them permanent. The devs want to make the game more difficult. Just give us... Yeah, seriously, just... do you remember doing Nightmare Dungeons and you heard the pullback of the bow? And literally, like, if you were with a group, everybody was like, okay, one person go into the next room, everybody stand in the back. Like, that's how deadly the corpse bows were. You had to plan how to move forward with your group because they were brutal. Brutal. Yeah, absolute murder. There was like nothing you could do. Oh. Wait, that's the wrong one. Wrong one. Those are the wrong ones too. See the blood? I'm beating people up. That's Gouda. Ash Gouda. This sword is probably one of my favorite weapon skins. Look at that. The burning lava. So good. From beating people up, and now that's a cliff. uh, you gotta overcompensate. That's how you feel confident. I remember the first time I encountered the butcher in a nightmare dungeon. He erased me with erased you. I like that. How do you obtain that which you cannot visualize? Hey, Rippin, how's it going? The butcher used to though. Yeah, like that was a real thing. The butcher would erase you. Literally off the map. That was another one. Like those were fun times. You heard fresh meat and your entire group panicked. It was like sheer chaos. Everybody was just like, "Oh my god, we're dead." I heard about it, but I still wasn't watching things on the internet then. I just heard about it. You guys want to see the skin that got me, I think, probably the most friction for people coming to chat, I guess is the best word to say. Wondering, have you ever used PoE currency before? Yeah, you mean like the trade site? The official one? This one right here. I got more things about this skin than any other skin that I've been wearing right here. No, not that skin. Oh yeah, the official site is from Path of Exile itself. There's nothing wrong with that. Oh, I use it all the time. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Alright, we're safe now.
Will be tested now.
It's the official PoE site, so you're good to use currency there. If you've never used it before, it's going to be kind of frustrating because unless you know what you're looking for and how to look at it, nobody is going to respond. I mean it, like nobody will. It's very interesting. So in season 4, this is when I think I first got this skin. That was the rise of the pole arm. We had our bleed barbarians, and they were all running a pole arm. When people figured out that that was the strongest thing to use, everybody went around to all of the Twitch streams. Use pole arms, use a pole arm. Pole arms are the best. And everybody asked me, yep, we are very close, 4 minutes. People would pop in and they'd be like, don't you know that you should be using a pole arms for your bleed build? With this skin on. And I'm like, yes, I know. That's because I'm using a pole arm. So like, well, why are you using an axe? The pole arm. It's a pole arm. See it? It's a pole arm. It might not look like this. It was very funny. It gave me very, very like great amusement. That's a beast right there. Anybody would view on Twitch. Are you saying people don't want to watch me? All right, what do we got? We got 3 more minutes. And then mass confusion happens. This is something that they desperately need in Path of Exile 2. This right here. Desperately need it. You said that you followed on Spotify, right, Violent? Camels! Get the camels. Nice. Okay. Got the camels. I tried so many times to make an Apple account, and I just could not get it to work because even though it was telling me to enter a valid phone number, because I don't have an Apple phone number, it wouldn't let me work. It wouldn't let me do it. Cleared pit 140. Very nice. 2.5 minutes to spare. Sweet. It's a good clear. 1 more minute. 1 more minute. We are 51% of the way through the Merlandobration. Very exciting. Okay. Let me try and hit this upload button here. I have no idea how this is going to go. Try it. All right, so we're going to start with one here. We're going to do publish now. Publishing this video may result in Spotify taking down your podcast as they only support audio podcasts. Interesting.
You took a long time getting here.
Okay. I might have to directly post to Spotify then. Okay. We're gonna have to figure this all out. Okay, so that one is officially uploaded. So to publish successfully. Did YouTube clip? Power just went out. Rain is coming through the ceiling. Wow. Man, that's crazy. I did it, apparently. Okay, so then we're going to publish this one here. Publishing your video may result in Spotify taking down your podcast as they only support audio podcasts, but I'm publishing video podcasts. Interesting. Okay. So I might need to upload directly to Spotify with, oh no, I need to get an audio only to here now. It's gonna be a bummer if I have to do that. Code list. I mean, I'll do it. Just I was hoping it was gonna be easy. Okay, so that's all done. Let's see what they look like. Spotify. So there's nothing on Spotify. Anybody have Apple, iHeartRadio, any of those? Hey, how's it going, Cameron? Going to... Okay, so... Distribution here, episodes. These are all published. Dashboard. I might have to upload... I'm good. I'm good. I am working on something. Okay, so wait, YouTube was pending. So let me look at YouTube podcasts. Videos. How did I get that to work? I don't know if it's uploaded to anywhere. Social share. Okay. Anywhere besides Podbean. Right. The other one automatically posted. How did I get that to happen? Masters of Sanctuary. Okay, so here's all of them. Yes, I do play Diablo. Quite a bit. What do you play, Cameron? Episode 2 days ago. All right, Naomi, have a great night. This is here. I didn't do anything. How did that one... Those are published. I'm currently playing Diablo running with a Sork. Very nice. What build are you playing on your Sork? No audio files. Check out the recording guides. Generate on. Okay. Publish episode. This one here. Episode settings. Lightning Spear is a good one. That is. I knew this was gonna happen. I knew it was gonna happen. Okay, so hold on. Let me see. This one is... This one is episode number 3. 3. 1. 8. It says YouTube failed. But for some... Okay, YouTube strict limits on YouTube auto sharing. The auto failed due to YouTube API date limits. Manually upload Podbean generated video per episode of YouTube. Okay. Okay. New episode. This is going really well. Oh wait, it's on Apple Podcast. Okay. So we're on Apple Podcasts now. Oh, interesting that there's no picture. Can I do that? All I need to complete are all of the necessary equipment. The grandfather. The death blow build. From this season? So these are all pretty important. You need the maximum resources. I think the campfires. Yeah, it's gonna be on. They announced it, Beats, the 24th. So Apple Podcasts has everything on it. Spotify has nothing, but I think I need to upload Spotify audio only. So I have to fix that. Amazon Music has... Okay, Amazon Music is up. That's working. iHeartRadio. Only has one. Okay, so iHeartRadio didn't work. Hey, Ashen. But Amazon Music and Apple worked. Podbean worked. I wonder if it's because they only... Five times Zol runes. Okay, and then you can get your grandfather. Audio. Podbean. I do audio. I don't want to have two there, though. Yeah, Amazon has them all. Podbean has them all. Apple has them all. Yep. How did I get the YouTube RSS one to go? Code. You can manually upload Podbean generated videos to for your YouTube episodes. Huh. How did I get it to work? Was it from YouTube? Oh wait, was it this? Did I create new podcast? Submit an RSS feed. Maybe that's what I did. Okay, hold on. I think I might have figured out YouTube. This is the one. Yeah, okay. Great video, new podcast, RSS feed. Okay, so then episodes. Episode list. Here. File name. Trying so hard to stay awake. Oh no, I'm sorry. Everything, I mean, there's a couple places that it's posted, but I don't know how to do Spotify. It's really weird. Share episode URL. Is that it? You about You're making that choice? Okay. Well, that's good. Okay, wait. Where is the RSS feed on Podbean? Podbean, locate your settings. URL at the top page. So is it this one here? Next. Is that it? Nope. Oh boy. Been into Mac. I know. Did this before with the other one. How did I get it? Distribution. YouTube. Episodes. One right here. What is this? File name. Oh, I can edit the file name. Oh, more settings. Hey, how's it going, Dark? Go to podcast dashboard, select settings, feed. In your Podbean dashboard. Top of the feed, you see the RSS feed. Okay, so the settings, feed, RSS feed. Is that it? Next. Existing podcast in your channel already linked to RSS feed. Then how do I get the other videos? What? What you up to tonight, Dark Quack? Social. Hey, thank you for the follow,
Hello,
Dark.
my friend. Stay a
Appreciate
while and
that.
listen.
Mm. Why? How do we do it? There. YouTube. Strict limit on kind of auto sharing. So do I just, I guess I just like straight upload these to YouTube then. Well, I guess there's no, I was hoping that it would, it's just gotta be a way to do it. Oh, wait, it did it. Okay, video, why did that one say 3? Oh no, that's 3 plays, never mind. Oh no, video count 3. Videos. Where's the other videos though? Wait, I'm so confused. One episode left to upload from the RSS feed. Is it just uploading the videos maybe still on YouTube? YouTube might still be uploading videos. Okay. I think it might be working. Maybe they're just uploading. But I think auto share. So wait, which ones did it not work? So this one is, so it says dioxides failed. What happens if we go to the other one? Did this one work? Episodes. Sides. Published. You see them on YouTube now. Okay. 4 videos. Okay, they were just, okay, that's it. That's good. So they were just uploading. Now I see. Okay, is Spotify working now? No footage. Okay, so it's just audio on YouTube? So the RSS feed might just be audio then. So then I'm gonna have to upload separately the videos itself, I guess. Okay. So I'm gonna have to basically have 2 different podcasts, or I don't do the RSS feeds. Nothing on Spotify. Okay. I do have 2, but that's gonna be so confusing because there's gonna be 2 different Masters of Sanctuary podcasts. So do I just delete the RSS feed? And then just upload everything straight to it?
Not my chair, not my problem. That's what I say.
Not my share. Not my problem. All right, let me publish this one here. This one actually has a video in it. Okay, so that one is on podcast itself visible. So this right here, let me see if I can just get a share link for this here. Re-uploading videos, 0 from RSS feed. Get shareable link. Okay, so this right here. Does that work? For that one, I directly uploaded it right from the website that we were looking at, where we watched the show on. So I guess I can just like upload it straight from there to YouTube. All right, so we're gonna export macros. I won't let me export it now. Your video is being published. Oh, okay. Whoops. Oh my gosh. I think I might have just uploaded it like 10 times. YouTube. They have this thing that says your video is being published to YouTube and will be in your channel in a few minutes, and they hide it behind the upload screen. I was just like clicking the button. We're gonna have like 10 episodes. Oh my god. Ugh. There's like 10 of them saying that it's successfully published to YouTube. Is there 10 of them? Oh my god. I don't see it though. I think it's still uploading though. Was it making noises? Hold on, wait. I'll mute the sound on my stream. The sound's muted now. Okay. Now let me just upload Crimson's. I knew this was gonna happen. I knew it soon. That's why I wanted to do it when like everybody's sleeping. Okay, your video is being published to the YouTube channels. Don't click again. Okay. All right, so reload. Still only showing one video, but probably still uploading. All right. Now we got to figure out Spotify. God, this was supposed to be easy. Okay, so Spotify episodes. Wait, did the intro work on Spotify though? The intro worked on Spotify, right? Then why didn't the rest of it work? Yeah, I see that. And I didn't manually do it. Oh, it was no video. It was just audio. Okay. Okay, let me see here. Okay. I look at the link above. It says videos are hidden from me and unavailable. For YouTube? I bet you I know what they are. I bet you I know. Can you refresh the screen though? There they are. Figured it out. Oh my god, there literally are. Oh my god, look at this. Look, 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 look. Oh my god. All right, well, I figured out how to do it. Great. We'll delete those. We'll delete some of those. We'll just leave one of them. Delete the main. Hey, you can see them. Where are they? They're private. That's why you can see. They're not unlisted. Okay. Got it. Oh, and the Crimson one is already posted in public. Interesting. Okay. For actions, ever. Yeah. Yeah, we did good. Did good. Let's get Crimson's caught up. That's kind of a bummer. That's not what I wanted. Launch like I wanted to have this set up so got thumbnails. I have thumbnails and stuff all set up for this. We're gonna get that done real quick. Load a file. There's the thumbnail. Errors. Let me see if this. To try and make that is OP. Unfortunately, Dylan, you can't. It is pretty unfortunate, but there's no way to do it. They nerf bleed very, very hard. Okay. I was not prepared for any of this. Where can I find my lightning gear for PoE? It's the last video that I posted for that. That's not the end game build right there, Ashen. I gotta get that one. Okay. I don't have anything set up for it yet. I gotta do that still. What a bummer. And then everything is not like moving over like it was before. Okay, let me see. Armed said. Oh no, you can link. That's fine. You have VIP status. Wait, the link that you posted, what did you say about it? Still not getting the previous link you posted, but it navigates through your profile, playlist, MoS, playlist. There, okay. All right. Podcasts here. I'll get you a link for the build here. Give me 1 second. Let me pull it up and I'll grab a link for it. But it's on my YouTube page. It's the last lightning spear build that I posted. But I'll get you a link. Everything is always posted. Any build guide that I do is always posted to YouTube. And here it is for you. All right, so okay, so I have 2 videos posted now into the podcast. So if you guys go to my profile and then click on podcast, do you see 2 different Masters of Sanctuary ones? No, I haven't figured out how, well, YouTube, yes. I haven't done a PoE setup yet for it. So I still have to do that. Okay. Reviews. This one here. Get all of the information into this. Got dioxide here. Hashtag. Tags in that too. C2 playlist. Okay. So I'm thinking that I should probably just delete the audio only for YouTube. Or can you play the audio only with YouTube, like, so let's say on your phone with YouTube closed down? Is that possible? Yeah, the YouTube Premium, that I knew of, but I wasn't sure if you could do it like the audio only without it. Okay, gotcha. All right, so then I probably should just delete the RSS feed videos then. I'll remove that. That just doesn't seem necessary at all. I think actually I probably don't need all of the stuff in here. This here. Okay. All right, so Crimson's video uploaded, Dioxide's video uploaded. I gotta get macros done, uploaded. Well, just not, well, I guess it's already uploaded. I just need to get the files put in. Like being a part of Blizzard team for Diablo. Well, I'm technically not part of the Blizzard team. I'm a partner with them. So basically acts as like a liaison between, wait, what did I just do? Did I just delete? Wrong one. No, I didn't. Update. So Blizzard doesn't, you don't get paid by Blizzard, and you don't work for Blizzard. There are perks and stuff for it. Things like I know, Hugo, I know. In-person events, shout-outs. They will allow you to get things like free keys to give away, season passes. Hey, Grim, how's it going? Did I miss something? Oh, yeah, I did. Whoops. But then it also just gives me like access to like the devs for the community a lot easier. So I can provide direct feedback to them. So there's things like that. I was hoping this was. That's okay. When I'm uploading regular videos. No, Riley, I was just testing some stuff out. When I'm uploading regular videos, it allows me to copy and paste. Like it just, there's a button that you click on that says reuse like details. So like all of the things like hashtags and links to Twitch and Discord and Moblytics and all of that stuff is all allows you to just basically port in. But for these podcasts, it doesn't let me do that. Kind of a pain. I'm now realizing Macro has the perfect voice for podcasting. Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna work on my podcasting voice. I'm gonna work on it. Get rid of that. Select podcast. Go. Oh. At least I won't be uploading a lot of these. Like if I had to do this for every video, that would be a pain. Near future we can run together. Yeah, once the new season starts and we have a whole bunch of stuff going on. Oh, this is under category entry. Okay, I guess it automatically for me. All right, wait. I need to make this public. Let me make this public real quick. Once the new season starts, I'll be doing a whole bunch of runs with people. Get that right? Visibility. No. Public. Public. Done. Save. All right, so are we all down to general consensus? Delete the audio only podcast list. Okay, so we want to go here. Go back here. Projects. Typically for Patreons. Okay. Seeing it if it does take up any storage. I can actually just make it so that it's not visible. So I don't think I have a limit on storage, so I can actually just make it invisible, leave it there. I think I'll do that. And then, okay. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. See where people come from. Okay. You mean like the beginnings of the podcast? Or gotcha. Yeah, the only reason that I was thinking about removing it is because now it looks like there's two podcasts, both with the same name. And I did label one audio only. but gotta update dioxides. No, it's the same as the other. All right, well, I have 2 more episodes. Those will come out once a week. Probably every Friday we'll be releasing. Move files to a subcategory in the main. I don't think that I can combine the two because they're two separate. It made it 2 separate podcasts when and YouTube automatically did it for me. So then go here. We're gonna update this change to this new one here. Yeah, so I put one as Master of the Sanctuary, a Diablo podcast, and then the other one is audio only. And I'm glad that you're enjoying the podcast. Okay, so videos here. Reload. Dioxides is up and running. Podcasts. Yeah, so one is RSS and the other one is video. The one I named audio only. So if people look at it, they're going to see that it's just audio only anyway. And I can always make that one private, not hidden, but just private so that anybody with a link has it and they can see it. Now I got to figure out Spotify. Is it just taking a long time maybe to get to Spotify? Oh. So then how do you publish? Because Spotify, you need to first ensure that Podbean. New episode and select the video file. Add episode. Okay. I do that. Give me. All right. Name though. Oh, I can't. Oxide M. What happens if I do this? It's gonna just go to everything. Do I even have? I don't even know if I have access to, like Apple Podcasts. I don't have an Apple account, so I don't even think that I can manage my own account there. Okay, maybe this fixed it. How do the videos look on YouTube? Is that all right? What since you're watching um a macro one, what did you think of the editing in that one versus um versus the other ones? I know, Hugo. Sorry. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, that's fine. That's okay. I want this to go everywhere. Just want it to go to, and I don't know how to delete it too. I don't know. I wonder if I can actually ask for help. This here. Wow. Okay. Speed runs motivated me to see if I can do it on hardcore, but double the time. I've got some really annoying loading. Xbox guide is a recipe. Nice. That's awesome. Hmm. So we got. Wait, I didn't check iHeartRadio. Anybody check that? I don't know if that worked either. Okay, so iHeartRadio worked. That's good. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Odd chaser. Like that one didn't. Only the first one. So I'm going to figure that one out. I'll probably have to reach out to them and see how I can get those to work. Okay, so we're just missing Spotify and Pod Chaser. Okay. All right, I'm going to run to the bathroom real fast. I will be back in just a second. Okay. Gotcha. Make words are hard. Please sentences. Oh. Oh. New shirt idea. That's good. Okay, wow. That was an adventure. And I'm still not done, because now I gotta figure out Spotify. And Chaser. Oh, boy. There's always something. There's always one little... I knew there's gonna be something. Okay, I have to work tomorrow morning, and I have to... Thought your trip to the men's room was an adventure. Oh, no. No. I actually ended up outside chasing Hugo through the yard. Because he went outside and he likes to just wander around. All right. Thank you, everybody. I will be back. Thank you for watching that and giving me all the feedback. If you guys could leave some more feedback, that would be amazing. This way I can figure out what I need to do. Whoops. Yeah, whoops. Doing great here already. Okay. All right. There we go. I think this was appropriate for tonight. That's what I meant to click. So we're heading on over there. Let's go check it out.